15 अगस्त 1947 वो रात जब भारत ने सदियों की गुलामी की बेड़ियों को तोड़कर आजादी की पहली सांस ली। उस ऐतिहासिक पल को देश ने किताबों में पढ़ा, तस्वीरों में देखा, भाषणों में सुना, लेकिन कुछ लोग ऐसे भी थे जिन्होंने इतिहास को बनते हुए अपनी आंखों से देखा था। और उनमें एक नाम है, पूर्व जस्टिस चित्तघोष मुखर्जी। तब वो महज 18 साल के थे। प्रेसिडेंटी कॉलेज में वो पढ़ते थे और संयोग देखिए कि आज़ादी की उस ऐतिहासिक रात वो अपने चाचा और देश के पहले केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल में शामिल श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के साथ थे। आधी रात को जब पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने ट्रस्ट विद डेस्टिनी का ऐतिहासिक अपना भाषण दिया, तब पूर्व जस्टिस चित्तघोष मुखर्जी इतिहास को बनते अपनी आंखों के सामने देख रहे थे। बाद में वही चित्तघोष मुखर्जी कलकत्ता और बॉम्बे हाईकोर्ट में चीफ जस्टिस बने, लेकिन 1947 की वो रात उनकी स्मृतियों में हमेशा जिंदा रही। 4 जनवरी 1929 को जन्मे चित्तघोष मुखर्जी ने उस ऐतिहासिक रात के बारे में बहुत ही तफसील से बात की और बताया।
I don't recall the number of members, but there was one Muslim League leader who was there, Khaliqur-Zaman Chaudhary. And Rajendra Prasad was seated as the president of the Constituent Assembly, which became the de facto parliament for the time being. Radhakrishnan was the vice president at that time. And after the oath was taken, Nehru delivered that famous midnight speech, India Awakes to Freedom. That was at the stroke of that. After taking oath of allegiance, said everybody standing. But before that, Suchita Kripalini sang the Vande Mataram song alone.
Achha.
And then the speeches by Nehru, followed by Radhakrishnan, and also there was a speech by Khaliqur-Zaman. Later on he had defected to Pakistan.
He was from UP, I think.
UP leader. With him there was an attempt to a settlement of sharing of seats which did not take place, which ultimately led to Muslim League insisting upon Pakistan and all that. Anyway, Pakistan resolution was passed in 1940, jointly supported by Fazlullah, Sikandar Hayat Khan, both of them. Anyway, that's how the oath, there's an oath, there's a followed by the, at the end of the speeches, I recall the women members of Constituent Assembly, led by Hansha Mehta, sang Janagan and also Sare Jahan Se Acha, Iqbal song. Those who had sung and the members dispersed. We came out of the house.
Yes.
Next day the oath was taken, but then it was so strict in the matter of attending number of persons to be attending in the hall that the oath was to be administered. The minister, I did not. But my memory, which I believe hardly anybody now alive to share, was the independence declared on the midnight of 1450 August, an independent country. Of course, much remained to be done.
So, was there any flag hoisting or any ceremonial?
Next day in the afternoon, there was flag
Next day, on 15th August.
Fine, sir. On the 15th August afternoon, I recall.
Okay. Where? In the park?
In a coach, in a theatrical coach, came Pandit Nehru and Mrs. Lady Roosevelt, non-Roosevelt, came Lady Mountbatten. And there was a crowd compared to these ladies, there was not much, not too many. But even then that was suffocating. I remember setting up the members of parliament and outsiders, prominent persons sitting, waiting for the flag to be
Hoisted.
unfurled and then shut up. Then Nehru did the flag hoisting and left in a coach, open coach, seated by the side of Lady Mountbatten.
At what time was the
And there was a reception in the evening.
Okay.
That was just before the sunsetting.
Okay.
After sunset, no flag
Okay.
can be flown. And also I recall all of us, all and sundry, including ourselves, were invited to the Viceregal Lodge, as to be called, on the Raisina Hills for the reception, grand reception, where I recall Lord Mountbatten, Lady Mountbatten, and Pandit Nehru stood, and we marched past in their presence, shaking their hand every time. I came, and he said good evening or something like that. I mean, that was the end of it. Our foray into Delhi and